Chuck Peddle is truly a visionary engineer, and in his case, both words are needed. He had the vision to see that there was a market for personal computers. He had the vision to see that there was a place for a low-cost microprocessor, and he was an engineer. He had the skills to actually make it happen.
Chuck Peddle is undoubtedly the father of personal computing. This concept of decentralized computing that Chuck came up with turned computers from terminals that would send commands to a central processor into machines that could actually make decisions themselves, where they needed to be made and when they needed to be made.
The chip he designed was used in the Apple II, the Commodore VIC-20. It was in Atari, which is a game system. So when we think back to the origin of things that we take as just for granted, a lot of it goes back to Chuck Peddle. One of our faculty members is the proud owner of an operating Apple II, and that has Chuck's processor in it.
And this is it. People old enough to have used 8-bit computers, he is legendary. He's well known. Everyone knows the contributions he made. He's up with the likes of people like Steve Wozniak and stuff, the people who founded and built the first 8-bit computers. So if not for Chuck, I think it would have delayed the beginning of the whole microcomputer revolution.
I was a graduate of the University of Maine in 1959. When I left the University of Maine, which is a fairly large university, on the entire campus there was not one computer. Okay?
Barely out of college, Chuck Peddle joined General Electric and then the Motorola microprocessor team in 1973. The MOS Technology 6502 is the brainchild of Chuck Peddle.
So it was fast, powerful, flexible, and cheap. And that combination, probably even to today's date, is unbeaten.
We had announced to the world by advertisement that we would sell quantity 1 microprocessor at the show for $25. So we took a suite at the St. Francis Hotel.
Chuck Peddle and his wife would hand you a chip called the 6501, or you could pay $25 and get the 6502, just like you buy something at a grocery store.
The price and the performance of the 6502 were bound to change the whole scenario.
So all of a sudden, it was a consumer level product, right?
A lot of us from our homebrew computer club that bought their 6502s at that show.
Apple literally wouldn't have existed without the 6502.
This was the best.
Chuck's a real Mainer, too. He shared some stories with me about growing up and working in the mill and working on a road gang after high school. And that, I think, provided a little motivation, a little inspiration for him to make the decision to go to the University of Maine. And being exposed to engineering really changed the future for all of us.
Chuck's contributions to personal computers, I think, is underappreciated. We're going to take and really increase his visibility, and so he gets more of the credit that he really deserves.